You know, we hear all the time that great players, great coaches can learn a lot from adversity. Do you think you could learn something from this game? Are there any positives that you can take away from last week?
Yeah, you can definitely learn a lot. And like I said, it's not taking for granted the way we prepare and really focusing on the details of preparation and practicing hard.
You walk through the facility and kind of just walking into team meeting rooms, it's all beat Northwestern, this and that. Is it tunnel vision this week? Is that something that coaches really talked to you guys about, players have talked about? I mean, what's the mentality going into Northwestern?
Yeah, it's got to be tunnel vision. You know, there's no other option. You got to learn from what happened, but you can't dread on that because there's no good in doing that. And it's all got to be focused on the next game and getting ready for that. Can't lose time on preparing for Northwestern.
Great.
Hey, Pat, it's kind of hard to tell from the outside because the opponents keep getting stronger and stronger. Is this offense improving at the rate you want it to?
We were improving. We were on a good track, and we had a couple hiccups against Penn State. So, but I think we've had a great week of practice so far, and we're back on track to where we want to be, where we want to go.
What tells you you're on track? I mean, what's the indicator?
Just the mentality, not just the offensive line, not just the offense, but the whole team and our preparation. Like I said, like we're getting back to and not taking for granted the way we prepare and what got this program to where it is today. Mm-hmm. You know, we really had to take a step back and reflect on why this program is where it's at and really lock in on what got us there and continue to do that this week.
How stunned were you that the offense did have that hiccup? I mean, you had been cruising for so long and then boom.
Yeah, we weren't expecting that. We weren't expecting to go out and play like that. So we were pretty stunned, but you know, like I said, you see those Northwestern signs everywhere, so we're tunnel vision on that.
Pat, have you and a handful of seniors around this team done anything differently this week in terms of trying to lead these young guys through something they've never experienced before?
We had a team meeting and captains got up and said what needed to be said to the team, and you can just tell that it's not a common feeling around here to feel like we did, and it's just there's a different feel to the locker room now.
When was that meeting?
It was a team meeting we had.
When was it?
On Sunday.
Do you still feel like there's a sense of optimism, though? I mean, you look at the teams. Obviously, it is tunnel vision this next week. But if you look ahead to a Nebraska, Michigan, you guys get to the Big Ten title game. Obviously, a winner in that game is going to be in the playoff. Do you sense there still is a pep in your step and excitement as you look forward?
Oh yeah.
From that and everything.
Yeah, we control our own destiny. Everything we ever wanted is still right in front of us. I mean, we were planning on still winning every game we played, and that's still, in front of us. So. Yeah, we're locked in, but we know that what's ahead of us. But we, like you said, tunnel vision on Northwestern, and we gotta come back from the way we played and play a lot better.
Were the coaches at that meeting Sunday, Pat? Did they call it, or did they?
It was a regular team meeting that we always have.
Pat, you guys have scored
couple more
3
questions,
points this year in your first drive of the game.
How many points?
Just 3 through 7 games. Is that a point of frustration at all, or anything that you can identify causing issues with that?
We got to start faster. We got to come out and execute on that first drive, because if you can do that, then you can get some momentum scoring on the first drive, especially scoring a touchdown on the first drive. But as long as we keep playing hard and never give up and always keep pushing, then usually it works out. But yeah, scoring touchdowns on the first drive would give us more momentum going into the game. That'd be cool.
Pat, are the young guys that are the new starters on your offensive line, are they just now coming to grips with what it means to be a starter for a season? I mean, meaning, are you seeing them like learn a lesson, I guess, maybe even last week about just playing to the end, whatever you want to call it? I mean, that was a big lesson for everybody, wasn't it, on the front?
Yeah, it was. And we try to instill that in them during this whole process of what it means to be a starter on the offensive line at Ohio State, or just even on the team at Ohio State, and how big of a responsibility that is to not only your teammates and your coaches, but the whole state of Ohio and Buckeye Nation across the country. It's a lot of pressure. So, yeah, and feeling that after that game, I'm sure, gives them that feeling of, what it means and what it takes, and the responsibility of being a starter.
Pat, you guys, since Coach Meyer came in here, you guys generally the offense averages about 30 minutes per game. This year, you guys are actually averaging about 7 minutes more per game. Do you think that maybe getting off to a little bit quicker of a start as far as just the offense is concerned, maybe getting to a more up-tempo pace would benefit you guys?
Yeah, it could. We do that sometimes. We tempo guys, our tempo teams, and try to get them on their heels. And sometimes defenses' game plans won't allow us to do that because they're just sending so many blitzes. But I'd like to see us get back to doing that a little more.
Has there been a reason that you guys have
Last
maybe
question.
been taking a little bit more time offensively on, with the ball instead of kind of getting out and getting to a little bit quicker of a pace?
I'm not exactly sure. That's more of a Coach Warner question. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Can you scout Northwestern real quick?
Yeah, they're big, physical up front. Guys play hard. A typical tough Big Ten football team.
Pat, thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Pat.